Obviously tonight is a special night. We get to honor a team that won a state championship, not only won one, but went back to back. It's an accomplishment in and of itself. It's very rare that you see a team in your career win one, much less win two, and really have a chance to win three, and you'll be the runner-up the year before that. So it's a testament to these young ladies. Not only are they great athletes, but they're also great in and out of the classroom. When you look down the line, all these kids have great grades. They're very respectful in the classroom. So it's so much more than just playing basketball. Now, basketball for a lot of them is going to open up another opportunity, and we're excited about that. But tonight is about them. So thank you for coming, and let's just celebrate them tonight as they get their second state championship ring. So congratulations.
Good evening, good evening, good evening. Coach just tasked me with talking about the team. So where do I start? This team. So Coach called me in last April, 2 Aprils ago now, right?
Yes.
And 2 Aprils ago now, and asked me to be a part. I immediately told her no to be able to help her coach and get to her ultimate goal. Having coached against these girls in the same district for 4 years straight, it's going to be a challenge. Didn't know how they would respond to me coming over, being that I was always the enemy. But from the day I walked in the door, they accepted me with open arms. They bought into what me and Coach was preaching. As any team do, you have those ups and downs. And we heard the chatter outside, but we never let it get inside our locker room about could we do it again. We went through some growing pains early on, but Coach asked me, Coach, we knew we always had the pieces, that if we could get it to click, if we could get it to mesh, that we could be in Hammond raising a state title. She told me earlier today, said, when did you know? So my story of when I knew, I'll give you this story. We were down, we were in the arena at Duncanville against Liberty Frisco. And our shooter wasn't having a good shooting night. First game back. Wasn't having a good shooting night, found ourselves down. And we were just down out of that game. And we were down 17 points with about 4 minutes to go. And the girls dug down deep, found heart, and we came rowing back, and we found ourselves down by like 2 or 3 within that time frame. That's when it clicked to me that we had something special, and that if we could play like that when we got back to Louisiana, that we would be in Hammond. So overall, it worked out. We got some tests along the way in the playoffs, and we ended up with our ultimate goal. These girls worked extremely hard over the year. They bought into what Coach was preaching, and we ended up doing what we ultimately wanted to do. So kudos to these girls, and as I told the seniors when they left, thank them and thank all of you for allowing me to coach you.
Okay. Why you didn't put it back up? There we go. All right. That's the run out song? I like it. All right. Ultimately, I know you guys didn't come here to see me. I know these young ladies didn't come here to see me. They're excited about getting their rings. But how could I do that without talking about this senior group and the testament that we went through as a team, as a whole this year, and the way we bounced back? It's like no other fashion but Lady Panther fashion. All right. The seniors bought in. They knew what it took to get the job done. We saw it once at Natchitoches. We saw it in Duncanville. We saw it in every tournament, every game that we stepped on the court. We had some adversity, but we were able to bounce back, and it was because of the leadership that we had. We're going to miss that, but we have some awesome pieces that are coming back, and we expect to prayerfully 3-peat this year. So that's the plan.
Just do it again, right?
What you say?
Just do it again.
Oh, just do it again. Yeah, yeah. So without further ado, we're going to talk about the playoff run. It was, the first couple of games were relatively, they were good. Don't get me wrong, but we always start out a little shaky. I'll be questioning like, what are we doing? And then they'll click on them, and then it's like, okay, we're gonna slaughter these girls. So we get to Hammond, and we're up against Walker, the number 1 seed in the state. And other than the people that's probably in here, in this gym, and Mr. Williams, of course, he's the silent coach. He's not here, but he's the other one that believed that we could do this. And up until the last 4 seconds, the last 4 seconds of the game, I mean, when that shot went in, I don't know about y'all, I collapsed, and thank God, because that was a battle. When I say it was a battle, when I say I'm so proud of these young ladies, the heart and the effort that every last one of them put through, whether it was in shoot around, whether it was in practice, whether it was them getting in their rooms at night, it's a lot for these young ladies to be responsible for at that time frame, and they bounced back and to win that game. That was just like winning the state championship game. Don't get me wrong, and no knock to Denham Springs, because they were a good contestant. Don't get me wrong, but once we won that semifinal game, we knew it was in our favor to win if we did what we needed to do, and we did, and we came back to back champions. So I am extremely proud of these young ladies. I'm thankful for your parents. Thank you for allowing me to coach your kids. I know some of y'all probably wish I was a little bit harder on them, but I have to coach the way that I coach, and I have to be me. I can't be anybody else. He has to be him. He can't be anybody else. All right. And I know y'all noticed that we had a third assistant that came along, which was Coach Rayner. I am so thankful for him. Anytime I call, whether it's him or his wife, if they can be there, they're going to be there. If they can't get there, they're going to figure out how to get there. And when you have coworkers that turn into family like that, you know that you're in the right place. So thank you to the Rainers. Anything else before we get started? Okay. All right. With that said, that's all I want to talk about as far as the team is concerned, and Rayner and coaching staff. Before we actually get started presenting, I know y'all just like, Coach, please stop talking. I can read their minds. We had 3 major sponsors this year to help us purchase these rings that I am aware of. And we want to make sure that we present them tonight with a thank you, saying that, the kids did the work and they got the job done, but we wouldn't have been able to get these rings if it wasn't for y'all's help. And I am thankful from the bottom of my heart. First, I would like for Chloe to come up, please. Stand right here. Okay, I'm sorry. And Coach Kendrick, come up with number 2. And then Miss Sabrina, would you come up, please? Yes, I need you to present this to Live Oak. They were one of our first donors, and I don't know them personally, and I couldn't get the information to him, but I know that they sent it through you, and they specifically said they wanted to make sure that we got what we needed. So this is for Live Oak Waste Management. Oh, I'm sorry. And there's a thank you card. Yes. Okay. All right. Next, we have Jamie Williams. Would you come up, Coach Kendrick? All right. Our next donor was Morning Star Baptist Church in our neighboring parish, right across the water, in Pastor Jackson. Thank you so much to Morning Star. Thank you for opening your heart and helping us achieve this goal. And we could not have done it without you guys. Thank you so much. next we have L. Lamaria. So many times I'm gonna get to say that too many times this year. All right. Our next major donor was Minister Curtis Williams. He is the Chief Financial Officer at Morning Star Baptist Church as well. So thank you, Minister Williams, for helping us achieve this goal. All right, next we have Ms. Jayla J.J. James. I know it. Come on. Stand right here. All right. I'm not sure who. I hope everybody's here that needs to be here. And if I need to get some additional balls, I will. But every game that we had, whether it was local, I don't know if the state game has ever allowed a live radio broadcasting, or maybe they have, and we just never had it here at Sobo. All right, and I wouldn't be up here, and I wouldn't be like a lot of people back home couldn't travel to the semifinal game. Why? It was on a what? It was on a Thursday night, late. In Hammond. So had it not been for Sobo Live broadcasting on the radio, unless you purchase the NFHSS network, then you guys wouldn't have known what had happened. All right. So for our sixth man honor this year, we're presenting it to Sobo Live. So if you're a part of Sobo Live, please come down. Who was it screaming when it said when Chloe hit the shot? There we go. All right. No, not really. I have some other thank you cards too, but I'm going to pass them out individually so we can get on with it, what everybody came here to see. All right, is that okay? All right. We're going to start presenting the rings. All right. First, we have our administration team. First, we have Stephen Burka, Principal Burka. He's going to come up and receive his ring. He didn't want to come first, but I'm going to put them first because that's the order of things. And we wouldn't be allowed to do some of the things that we do without this type of administration. And there aren't many principals or assistant principals that can say they won a state championship their first year as the head and as an assistant. So hats off to you guys.
To all you guys, we're here. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Oh, you might have to come down here and squat. Keep doing this.
That's what the assistant's for.
Yes. Okay. It's from level to this. Okay. All right. Next we have Miss Gray. Y'all know Miss Gray retired, so this is it for her. She's got 2 pendants now. Thank you. Yes, ma'am. We can get pictures after. And then our newly appointed last year AP is Mr. Emmett Beggs, who got his first state championship as an AP. All right. Okay. I don't know if everybody in here knows this person right here, but he's kind of like Coach Rayner, with the exception that he calls me Mama Williams. No matter what I ask him to do, all the stuff that you see behind here, the setup, Mr. Joe, if I call on him, he's going to get it done. And so we'd like to present him with an honorary ring from the Lady Panthers. Thank you, Mama. Yes. Is it? All right. Next we have Miss Connie Coker. She's been with me from my Bienville Parish days, if most of y'all know where that is. And when I became the head coach here, she said, Coach, whatever you need me to do, I'll do it. And so she's been with me rocking and rolling ever since. And I wouldn't be the person that I am without you. So please come receive your pennies. All right. No? Okay, all right. Huh?
Yeah.
No, see, you be messing up the order of things, Coach. Y'all don't pay us no mind. We do this every day. All right. This is for my big guy that's always got my back, that's always encouraging, that always has, hey, Coach, I think you need to try this right here. And ready to step in at any point in time. So, Coach Rayner, thank you for being the answer man.
Thank you. Love you too.
All right. Are you going? You ready? Come on. All right. This shark man right here, as he stated 2 Aprils ago, I reached out to see if he was interested in coming over to coach here, and it was well thought out, and he gave me a long time before he responded. He said, Coach, but I'll let you know for sure. The day that we had tryouts, he came through the door, and he hasn't left since. So anytime that I wasn't here, anytime that I needed anything, he was willing to step in. Yes, he can get a little hot-tempered, but so we all can, But I am so appreciative of Coach stepping in and doing what he does. He has these girls laughing and sometimes too much, but he keeps it exciting, and I'm happy to have him on my staff. Coach Kendrick Gillette, sorry. Start with the seniors. All right. Most of you know, everybody in here knows that Chloe Larry is the one that hit the half-court shot. But beyond that, Chloe's character. And that wasn't the ultimate goal. The ultimate goal was to win the state championship. And she did. So she put it behind her and she moved forward. So Chloe, please come receive your ring. Back-to-back state champ. Oh, you can go over there and take a picture. Over there? Yep. Must I tell her once again? All I do is fan. Either win with us or watch us win. What you say? Oh, no. You're not supposed to open it, but I'm sure you already have. All right. Next we have, I keep saying senior, but they're not seniors anymore. They're graduates. All right. And it hurts my heart to say that because I said I wasn't going to cry, but every time I say that, I get a little emotional. Jamie, please come forward. Next, we have Miss Jayla James. Please come forward to the seat.
Oh, I'm in the zone, man. Yeah. Now tell me who can stop me. I'm in the zone. Competition's gonna never leave. I'm my young. All about the W. I'ma bring it home when it's over with. I'ma be the king.
All right. Next, we have Miss Lamaria Dorn. Get your reach? Yes, ma'am.
See you on TV, something that changed. Ever since we was on our journey back. Ever since I was on the said I won't be up tonight.
Forgot to go around. All right. Next, we have a young lady that is going to be returning. She is a current senior now, and we're expecting major things out of her this year on the boards and knocking down threes and defensively. So, Miss Savannah Wilson, please come receive your ring. Oh, you gotta wait that too. All right, next we have another returner that is a senior this year. We expect major things out of her. We are going to try our best to bring back another state championship, and we're going to do everything that we have to do that. And Miss Dakota Howard, please come forward. Next, we have another senior that's coming back, which is Miss Natalia Brown. She's going to be a guard for us this year. Expecting major things. Yeah, take me to church. Take me to church. I love it. All right. Next, we have another senior this year. Y'all know that MJ tore her ACL, and she came back, and then she had to do some rehab, and it wasn't in the cards towards the end. And but we're expecting major things out of her on the inside. We're working on the three. We're working on ball handling. We're going to try to fool some people. All right, so just know we're trying to get back to the dome. So, Miss MJ, please come forward.
I don't say a word. I don't say a word until my ground and I got what I deserve. Hold on, wait a minute. You thought I was finished? When I wrote out in the morning, you thought it was reading. Touching on me.
All right, now we're moving on, and I don't know how this happened, but we have several juniors. When did these kids become juniors? Like, they were just freshmen. All right, and so we're starting with the junior class. First up, we have Miss Jasmine Hendricks, our defensive person that we're going to. Speedy Gonzalez, you can get the ball and just go, Jazz. All right. All right, next we have another junior. I don't know where the time is gone, but Miss Kennedy Locke, please come forward. We're expecting major things out of her, from handling the ball to scoring to defending. Put her at the top of the press, and she can get some steals and layups out of it. So that's what we're expecting this year, and we're putting it on their back. So. All right, this quite saddens my heart, so we kind of know where we're going with this. This young lady is a junior, and she's played with us for the last 2 years, but have decided to go to a different school, and we're going to support her decision. We know that she's going to do great things. She has a great future in front of her, and we're happy to have you back here on Pantherland, Zara Baker. I love the red suit, by the way. Which one you? Is that the? Huh? Oh, okay. Ready? All right. Next, we have another junior that we're expecting major things out. She's been here since her freshman year. All of them have. We're working on her not being what? Not yes. Yes, we are. JB, please come forward. Jasmine Brooks. You wouldn't know, but she can really shoot. She can. Not right there. All right, then we have another junior this year that is going to be a guard for us. She's been a guard for the last 2 years, but she had some injuries this summer that she's been battling back. If we can get her healthy, we're going to make a deep run. And like I said, we're looking to be playing in March. If we can keep everybody healthy. Miss Shoulder, Kaya Thomas, please. This young lady moved in last year as a sophomore, and she was actually in the Coach Gallman's PE class. And she didn't know me, and I really didn't know her, but she had Coach Kendrick's second block. And she kept asking him, could she be the manager, the basketball manager? And I'm like, well, she's literally in the PE class with me. Why not say something to me? You know, but ever since she's talked to me, we've been rocking and rolling ever since. We wouldn't be able to have clean clothes. She carries the kids their stuff when we're traveling. She's a really good manager. Ivy Rose. All right. Sometimes Ivy couldn't be there, and we had a young lady that was on our freshman JV team, and she was like, Coach, I'm ready, whatever you need me to do. If I said film, she filmed. If they needed water, she got water. If they need towels, she got towels. She did whatever she needed to do to be a part of this varsity program because she wasn't dressing at the time. But we're expecting her to work her way up. She's just going to be a sophomore, and she was the manager last year, but we're expecting for her to hopefully and prayerfully get on the court with us in the next year. All right, so please come forward, Miss Destiny LaCour. Oh, little baby D. Again, I would like to say how proud I am of these young ladies and the effort that they put forth. I'm proud of the parents. I don't really have to worry about getting texts from the stands. All right. This senior group and this group right here has the winningest record in Lady Panther basketball history. The seniors have the winningest record right now, but I'm going to challenge these current seniors. All right. Y'all have an opportunity to bump them out of the way. They are state runner-up, state champ, state champ. So think about that as the season approaches.
And of course, we have one last ring. I told her today when she says, Coach Rainer going to present tomorrow. I said, I said, because right around I got there on the technical difficulty. We ain't gonna talk about that, but it would be right if I didn't present this woman who's been a mentor to me when I first got into coaching, and when I was head coaching over on Walker Road. I would call her and we would talk all the time. And as I told you, she called me 2 Aprils ago. It did my heart good. So it's my honor. I've learned a lot from you. As she said after she won the state title, after we won in her post-game interview, now she's the household name, Miss Gloria Williams, 2 times.
All right, I'll take this later. All right. I would like to thank everyone for coming out. Like I said, I will be passing out thank you cards to some other people that are in here. And we look to be doing this again next year, but a little bit earlier. So, thank y'all. Oh, wait, I'm sorry. Young ladies, this is something that we didn't get last year, but if you look underneath your seats, there are ring cases or the display boxes that you can place your rings in. There's a way for you to open it up, and then there's a ring holder on the inside that's magnetic. Make sure you put it inside of there and set it up properly. All right, so please do not leave that. Make sure you take it with you, and that's everyone that got a ring. Thank y'all.
And they open them now?
Yes, open your rings. Look at the rings. Really?
How have you stayed with each class? How have you stayed